In Engadget's Slack rooms, our pets are high on the list of stuff we chat about, just behind work-adjacent tech stuff, insane current events, video games, and food. We've bought plenty of high and low-tech stuff to keep our furry friends fed, occupied, safe, and happy, and we've put together the best of what we've tried here. Perhaps you're shopping for your own very good boy or girl, or maybe you have a dutiful pet parent on your list. Either way, the gadgets gathered here will make great gifts, according to the enthusiastic tail wags or aloof meows of our own fur babies. First up, what about a Berkshire Blanket Classic Velvet Loft Solid Throw Blanket? Engadget deputy editor Valentina Palladino writes, "It's fair to say that my cat's favorite spot in the house is wherever the closest Berkshire throw blanket is. Luckily for her, I have a bunch of these things that I've accumulated over the years, so she has many favorite spots. The blankets in the Velvet Loft line are supremely soft and feel almost like velvet in the hand, and they have subtle sheen that makes them look quite luxe. Come fall and winter, I have them all over my house, on couches, beds, chairs, and I know if I can't find my cat, I usually just have to visit each Berkshire, and I'll find her loafing on one of them. They also come in so many colors that you will easily be able to find one that suits your gifty style. But beware, you might end up keeping this gift for yourself or buying an additional one in a different size once you feel how warm and cozy it is. Price, $20 at Amazon. Next is Engadget reporter Amy Skorheim's pet gift, the Starmark Bob-a-Lot interactive pet toy. My family recently got a new puppy, and like many dogs his age, his cuteness is only matched by his extreme high energy. In our puppy class, the trainer recommended the Bob-a-Lot treat dispenser to occupy the beast's mind and body while giving us humans a moment of peace. I just fill it with regular kibble, but any pellet-sized dry treat will work. It's shaped like a large nesting doll and wobbles along the weighted base. Weeble-like, it doesn't fall down. As the dog nudges and bats at it, 1 or 2 treats drop out of the base at a time. It can fascinate my pup anywhere from a few minutes to a blessed 20 minutes. Just tell your giftee to keep an eye on the dispenser so the dog doesn't start using it as a chew toy. Price, $14 at Amazon. Next is the Pet Cube Cam. This pick comes from Weekend editor Cheyenne McDonald. The Pet Cube Cam is a great basic camera for anyone who wants to keep an eye on their pets, but isn't concerned about advanced features like treat dispensation or dynamic footage. It can be placed on a countertop or mounted to the wall with a magnetic base, and it captures a pretty wide view, 110 degrees, of whatever room it's in. I've been using one of these cameras for the last 4 years to monitor my ferrets when I'm away or working in another room. You never know what mischief they'll get up to when you're not paying attention, and I've always found it to be reliable. The video quality is much better than I expected for a $30 camera, too. The footage is always clear, even at night, and you can zoom in a decent amount if you need to get a closer look at something. The camera supports two-way audio, and you can set alerts for specific types of activity like barking/meowing, a human entering the space, pet motion, and miscellaneous sounds. It's usable in the simplest sense without a subscription, but to get the most out of it, you'll need to sign up for the $6 a month PetCube Care plan. Price, $32 at Amazon. Our list of the 6 best gadgets for your pets continues with a Pretty Litter subscription. Former Engadget reporter Nicole Lee said, "My husband and I love our cat very much, but boy, does her poop stink up the joint. After seeing an ad for Pretty Litter online, we decided to try it out to see if it would help us. Fortunately, it does and more. Not only does it have super absorbent silicone crystals that trap odor, but it actually changes color to tell you if your cat has any urinary tract issues. Of course, this doesn't replace going to the vet, but it's nice to know what's going on with your cat's health. Since the litter is so efficient at keeping odor away, we found that we actually use less litter than before, which helps reduce waste. Plus, our cat seems to like it too. On top of that, the company offers a subscription service delivering a new bag to your door every month. Price from $24 at Pretty Litter. And finally, for the doggos in your life, it's a Messy Mutts Square Forage Mat. A recommendation reporter Amy Skorheim received from puppy training class was a snuffle mat. She writes, "Some people make their own, bless them, but I went the pre-made route and I got the Messy Mutts Square Snuffle Mat. The concept is the same. Create interest by making them sniff, nudge, and burrow their noses to find the kibble hidden in the various crannies as they eat. It's an exercise for their minds, which our trainer reminded us is equally as important as physical exercise. To be clear, it's not really a feeding mechanism, more of a mini game for the pup to play. I feed my dog 2/3 of his food and then sprinkle the last bit in the mat. The suction cups work well on tile, though not so much on textured floors like wood, to keep the mat in place. It's a great gift for anyone with an energetic or restless dog. $25 at Amazon. Thanks for listening to the show. Make sure to rate, review, and subscribe on Apple Podcasts. Today's show was produced by Spoken Layer. I'm Imran Sheikh, and as always, we'll talk more tomorrow.
Spoken Layer.